Before I started collecting Pokemon cards again, I would spend a lot of my time going to concerts, going to shows, and collecting tickets. I always thought it was really cool how like we always get like physical tickets when we go to concerts, and like it's like a memory of what thing goes on. And I've always had like a memory box of like all the concerts I've been through, all the tickets that I had, and I always was a big physical ticket person, so I've always wanted to keep that and kind of build like a montage, kind of build a like a collage of all the tickets and shows that I've been to. Every time I look at this though, I kind of laugh because it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of memories at the same time. I built so much memories going to shows since I was, 17 to where I am now. I am 32 now, so I've been going to shows for like, 15 years. And these shows include electronic music very heavily. Definitely, I was a big hip hop, rap kind of fan. And then I went to like a lot of its alternative stuff as well. So what I really want to get into is share my ticket album. I can share you guys some of the stuff that's in here, as well as some of the stuff that I have in my memory box right over here. This is old. Like, what is this? And I'll share some of the stuff that I went to since I was a kid. I say kid because, we weren't 21 yet. So, yeah, so let's go through it. My ticket album. I even have like sports in here too. So these are what Ticketmaster used to give us. And I remember getting these delivered in the mail, and my dad would always yell at me because he's like, more tickets, more shows, you always go spend money, blah, blah, blah. And as Asian parents, you should save money. I get it. But I remember asking my parents when I was younger if I could go to a show, and they wouldn't take me at all, and I could never experience like one of my favorite artists. But as I grew up and I got out of high school, I've always wanted to go to shows. It started back when I was probably like 15 or 16 at a time. My mom took me to a friend's house, and when we got to the friend's house, he was sharing me some electronic music. And at that time, that was like my first like exposure to it. I listened to Cosmic Gate's Exploration of Space. If you ever hear that song's incredible. I was a big fan of space back then. In high school, I took a class called Space Tech, and just anything in space was so extravagant. So that song was like, oh, that's so cool. And it sounded like you were in space, dude. It was so cool. And then I was obsessed with that song, but I didn't know how to like search out what to search up next to kind of listen to music. And then it wasn't until my cousin had a Zune. If any of you guys know what that is during the same time as when like the iPods first came out. So my cousin had a Zune. He shared with me Daft Punk. That was like the absolute kicker. That sucked me in so badly into electronic music, and I was obsessed with Daft Punk's album. My dream was to see Daft Punk. I remember I would search up so many videos of like what Daft Punk used to do with the whole pyramid, everything that goes on. And to this day, I'm one of those guys that believe that Coachella is gonna one day have Daft Punk come back, or EDC is gonna have Daft Punk come back. And when that day comes, I will be there. I swear to you, I will be there. I will blow all my money to be there. I'll sell my entire case of cards to be there. Because Daft Punk is definitely one of my favorite artists of all time. And so I would hope to see them one day. And so after that, it wasn't until I got my first job at Panda Express that I saved up some money. I told my cousin Ellen at the time, like, hey, I really want to go to these shows, but no one wants to come with me. And she took me to my first club event. We went to a club called Ruby Sky in San Francisco. It was a Thursday night because it was a Thursday night, and it was 16 and up. So I could make it. I was only like 17 at the time. I went in there and I was amazed. Trance music was like, trance, the subgenre, was what really like sucked me in, and I was so obsessed with it. And then you give it like another couple months, I asked a bunch of friends in Skype like who uses that anymore? I was in Skype and I was asking if anybody wants us to go see Avicii. Avicii at that time was just blowing up, and a lot of people didn't even really know who he was. And so I really wanted to go see Avicii. My best friend Sonny was the only crazy one that would go with me to go see Avicii. He went there, we went with his cousins, and it was like the most magical night I've ever had. It's incredible. And before I show off the ticket booklet, that is one of the tickets I wish I had in here. I really, really wish I had it in here. I never got a physical ticket for it. I think I lost it or something along those lines. And he has one, and Sonny, if you're watching this, I will buy it off of you, I swear. I want to keep that into my ticket album. That is the one ticket I wish I really had, but other than that, let's dive into this ticket album and I can kind of share everybody what I've had for so long. So first ticket that I see here is the Lakers versus the Kings. This is my first ever Lakers game. First time I ever got to see, this was during the time we had like Dwight Howard, Steve Nash, and I was a big Lakers fan, still am. I'll cheer on the Lakers till I die. But I got to sit courtside for this, as you can see, row 4, seat 3. Yeah, I was like right next to all the celebs, and that was amazing. It was one of the coolest experiences I ever had, and one day I can afford courtside tickets, I'll go back. But moving on, the next show that I really, really wanted to go to was Beyond Wonderland because Avicii was performing there again. And during this time, like you can see how old this ticket is. Like look at that. This ticket is like beat up, dude. This Beyond Wonderland ticket was so cool because this was on the side of Oracle Arena at the time. And it was just 18 up. So like you can just go on in, you can go. I went with a couple friends, and then that's when I saw Avicii for the second time. That's when I saw Alesso for the first time. And this was before RO Grime is RO Grime. So for all you EDM junkie nerds over there, this was when Clockwork was still playing. And that was incredible, absolutely incredible. So that was a lot of fun. This was Swedish House Mafia's tour before they did the whole reunion. So I was able to go to this one. The Swedish House Mafia tour was so cool. It was we're breaking up, one last tour kind of thing. But you know, all of us fans kind of knew they were gonna come back together. It's just a matter of when. And look at them now. They recently performed in SF for a New Year's show. I was not gonna go. Like, I've seen them as all three together. I've seen them as separately too, each individual one on their own. They are great individually. I've seen them as Axmo and Grosso when them two went to go do their own thing. I've seen Steve Angelo when he does his own separate project. That project is incredible. And then their reunion. I don't think they're great anymore. So that's why I'll probably never buy a ticket to go see Swedish House Mafia again, but to each their own, you know, everyone likes their own stuff. So we'll go next. This is Pop the Dream. Oh my God, this was so much fun. Pop the Dream. This was April 6th. I don't remember the full lineup of this, but I remember it was very trance heavy. Like the tickets were so cheap, like $50 back then. Oh my God, I would die to go pay for $50 tickets again. Nowadays, tickets are like at least $100. But Pop was a blast. I went to go see Armin van Buuren. This was one of the coolest shows ever. It's my first time ever in the Fox Theater. And this is when Armin just did like his own little tour. I think this is when the album first came out of, I can't remember the name. I think it's like Alone or something like that. Incredible album. So much fun. Dada Life. This is when Craneway was a venue. This was in Richmond. Dada Life was so much fun. They had a bunch of like champagnes and bananas, and that was like their whole shindig. That was an absolute blast. Zed. This is Zed before everyone knows who Zed is now. This is when Zed was first ever touring, his first like show in SF. Incredible, on a Tuesday. And I said, I'm going no matter what. That was when Clarity first came out. It was like the big hit of the time. And I had an absolute blast. I love this show. This show was so much fun. Cascade. Oh my God. Cascade during that time was definitely one of my favorites. I've seen this guy more than probably anybody that you'll see in this booklet. But Cascade I've seen it about well over 12 times now. Cascade is one of my favorite artists. I remember This was near my birthday. My birthday is October 21st. It was on the 19th. I wasn't 21 yet. I don't think. No, I was just turning 20. Yeah, I was just turning 20 at this time. And I used to go all these shows. I go just to listen to music, and I was obsessed with it when I was younger. I picked up friends along the way here. We drove 6 hours to go to this. I couldn't really afford plane tickets, so I just drove to LA. Absolute blast. I'll never forget this night. Cascade was so much fun. I have 2 tickets here. I think I just kept the friends. And then Kanye West. Oh my God, the Yeezus tour. This was so much fun. This is when I got to meet my best friends, Henry and Justin. And this is when I was telling them, like, yeah, we're going to a lot of electronic shows, but I do love hip hop and rap as well. And I was a big Kanye fan at the time. I really wanted to see him. So we snagged tickets. It was only $40 for like nosebleeds. I was like, 100%, let's go. Incredible show. Then we went to Above and Beyond. This was like right after Halloween. I remember this. This was so much fun. Dressing up, all our friends dressed up like superheroes and stuff like that. And that was incredible. Pop NYE, this was so much fun. This was like my first like New Year's Eve event where we went. And this, I remember specifically because this is when I saw Madeon before he was not even 21 yet. No, he wasn't even 18 yet. He wasn't 18, he was like 18 of them. Madeon was so young, he was only like 17 at the time. After he finished his set, they had to take him out of the venue and he can't be in there. You can perform under 18, but you can't stay in the venue. So they took him out. Another great one, Childish Gambino. This was so much fun. This funny story about this one was Childish Gambino was there. He ended up canceling it because there was a huge problem with like the technical difficulties that he was having on stage of what the show he would want. So he canceled that. It's funny because the Deep Up tour was when World Star came out, and the entire world was just screaming World Star, World Star. That was so much fun. We're like throwing like a riot, like you can just perform on the streets and we'd be excited. But this was a blast. Electric Bounce House. This was so much fun. This was when Calvin Harris came to the States. He came to play in freaking San Jose, bro. Calvin Harris is amazing. I will chase to see him forever. And speaking of like 2014, this is when I was getting ready to go to EDC. Look at this, festival guide. This is when I went to like my first ever EDC. During this time, I didn't really have much money. And I was just scavenging money around, living with my parents, and I just wanted to see artists. And so like I keep all these things. Like this stuff is just memories. And why I'm showing all this is like, it's why you collect cards. Like you collect cards because it brings you nostalgia. It brings you memories. It brings you joy every time you look at it. So the reason why I'm sharing like all these tickets is just like, these are basically my cards before the Pokemon cards I keep collecting now, or recollecting now. And so I highly encourage everybody, like if you're collecting stuff, collect it for the memories, and you can look back at it in the future. You can share stories with your friends, your kids. Like this is what it's all about. And then, anywho, I'll continue more about more of this stuff, but Armin Only, I remember this was so much fun. This was a 5-hour Armin set. Armin played for 5 hours in the first pink ticket ever created. And that was amazing. And I wish there was more of that. I wish artists would play more than your prototypical 1 hour, 1 hour 30, but you know, attention span of some people just can't handle that. This is amazing. Dash Berlin, oh my God, this is so funny. This is when I came back from Vietnam. I was just about to turn, I wasn't 21 yet. 2014, I wasn't 21 yet. I went to Dash Berlin coming back from Vietnam and got to go to this literally the next day after. So much fun. And then speaking of like alternative, Ed Sheeran. I think Ed Sheeran is probably one of the most underrated artists of all time. If you ever got a chance to see this guy, please do. Please search up his YouTube videos. This guy doesn't perform with any band. He doesn't perform with any other vocalist. He doesn't perform with anybody but himself, his guitar, and his loop station. He creates all the beats that you hear live. He creates all the drums, all the sound effects with his mouth. Like he creates everything live in front of you. It is astounding to see Ed Sheeran put it all together. One of my favorite artists of all time. Next, Porter Robinson. This is when Worlds came out. Yeah, this was when Worlds came out because I went to Hard Summer at the time. Hard Summer was a blast. I went to Hard Summer, and then as soon as we got done with Hard Summer, this is when I realized, bro, I don't like trap. I don't like trap. I don't like a lot of the bass stuff that was going on. That's just not my thing. And so like, I love that lovey-dovey, anime girly music type thing, and Porter Robinson was the best. Worlds came out and there was like the most phenomenal synths that I've heard, and I was obsessed with it. And during this time, my two favorite artists were three favorite artists at the time was probably Porter Robinson. I was so intrigued with his new stuff. I loved Eric Prydz. Eric Prydz is my goat of all time. Absolute best. And then Calvin Harris. Anyways, let's move on. This is before my birthday, so I still wasn't 21 yet. The weekend, I got to see him when he was performing at Bill Graham. Man, amazing. Absolutely amazing. We got there late, and I remember being at the very tip top of Bill Graham. That was when I finally discovered what the 4th floor bathroom is. If you guys ever been to Bill Graham, all these young kids all talk about the 4th floor. This is it. This is where I found out. I remember going there and there was nobody else there, and ever since then, from 2014 onward till now, I always use the 4th floor bathroom, but now there's too many people. All these kids figured it out. But anywho, Jack O'Lantern, this was a lot of fun. This is when I finally got to see like Mr. Seven Lions live. This was too much fun. This is when they still had events at San Jose State. They used to throw raves at San Jose State. Now they don't do that anymore. I think it's just like, you know, chaos, too much stuff going on, so they stopped doing that. R.O. Grime. Oh baby. This one, this event was, dude, it was like $30. I remember going to this and my best friend Justin was willing to come. They went to R.O. Grime and I was mind blown. It was like when everything felt so fresh. R.O. Grime was coming out. That was when Tell Me was such a big thing. That was when Core was huge. Like, it was just mind blowing to hear. Phenomenal show. Dada Life again. I've always wanted to see Dada Life after the first time. I think it was, you know, like 3 pages ago, but Dada Life was a blast. I will always see Above and Beyond. I've been a huge Above and Beyond fan for so long. I will never not see them. Actually, let me take that back. I only like seeing Above and Beyond when they have new albums and new projects coming out, because then they just play all the same stuff and I get really bored. But when they have new projects, they are incredible. They make very cohesive albums. I think all their albums are worth listening to top to bottom, and their acoustic sets, very, very good. Audio on the Bay, I remember doing this. The lineup just whooshes through my head with all these shows, but Audio on the Bay was so much fun. I think it was the last show that they had at Crane Way. Ed Sheeran again. I remember going to Ed Sheeran with a bunch of friends for this one. This one was an absolute blast. I'll never miss a Ed Sheeran show. Unless it's like super expensive. Zed, this is when Zed came back to Bill Graham. This is like the beginning of everything. Zed showed up once at Bill Graham and everybody and their mamas went to go see Zed. This is when, yeah, Zed was blowing up. Lido, oh my God, one of my favorite artists of all time. This was when I just turned 21, I think. 21, 22, I don't know anymore. But I went to go see Lido. I was mind blown by the production. I was mind blown by what he had. It was just a small venue. Seeing him, so much fun. Chance the Rapper, I was big on Chance. All my hip hop fans, Chance was so good during that time. It's just, I don't know, it kind of fell off. I got really bored of all this stuff going on, but Chance during the first, like what, three albums, mixtapes, whatever you want to call it, incredible. Weekend, seeing him again at Oracle, incredible. Kygo, this was when Kygo finally came to the Bay. Kygo finally came to the Bay, absolutely amazing. So much fun listening to Tropical House. It was so rich, it was so new, incredible. My goat. Eric Prydz, this is the last time he's ever been to SF. I've never seen Eric come back here since this day. And this is Epic 4.0, incredible, absolute astounding music. He has such a way with synths and sounds that a lot of people just don't listen. I feel like the attention span of so many people is so small. And like, when it comes to artists, this guy to me is the Mozart of EDM. He really creates something from beginning to end. He tells an entire full story. It is phenomenal what Eric puts out. Incredible. Jaws, this was when he became so big and he started playing all that new future bass sound that everyone was looking at. But the only problem is this guy doesn't shut up. If Jaws shuts up, he's incredible. But during that time, he kept grabbing the mic, kept yapping, and I just couldn't stand it, bro. Could not stand it. Him and what's his face from Slander? Terrible. I can't stand it. I can listen to their music, but they need to just shut up. Anyways, Justin Bieber. I've been a Justin Bieber fan his entire career. I felt like when you were younger, to say that you were a Justin Bieber fan, you would get so much shit for it if you're a dude. And it was such a weird time during this, and like trying to explain to friends that I like his artists, so I always like kept quiet about it. But Justin Bieber, I'm a huge fan of his. He's so talented, and during this time his voice was starting to mature, so hearing him sing was just so good. And whenever he goes acoustic, that is the best time to listen. When he's acoustic and all the background noise, his band's off, please listen. His voice is incredible. Part of my French is when I really wanted to see Tchami with that future bass sound. This was a lot of fun. Oh, this one, Cascade, this ticket, and it's like different colored, incredible. My best friend Sonny couldn't make it to the show, so he asked me if I wanted tickets to go see Cascade, and it was a Saturday. Saturday morning, I woke up, I drove straight to LA. 5.5 hours later, I'm in LA. I threw my stuff in the luggage into the hotel room, and I went straight to the show. Incredible, because Cascade played for 5 hours. So I left at 10, I got there around 3, checked in all my luggage, and then I went straight to see Cascade, a 5-hour set. Oh my God, so good, so good. Was it 5 or 3? 3 hours? I don't remember anymore. You can search this one up, by the way. He has this on SoundCloud, incredible. Probably 3, but I like to exaggerate it sometimes. Tori Kelly, I was a big fan of hers. So much fun listening to Tori Kelly. I love the way she sounds. I love everything that she does musically. She is so damn talented. Love it. Above and Beyond, acoustic. Oh my God. Hollywood Bowl. Why did I have this Hollywood Bowl? I think during this time we couldn't get the tickets for a Greek theater, so my friend gave me this one to make me feel like I still have tickets for the acoustic show. Absolute blast. Drake and Future, Summer 16, everyone remembers that. That was absolutely a blast. The only part about this show that wasn't good was, I'll be honest, I hate Future. I think Future sucks. Was Future's part. Future came in between Drake's set, and I kind of laughed because the first thing that I said, I was like, oh, so you have Future in between because his set sucks and no one wants to listen to it beforehand. Everyone's only here for Drake. That's just me being a hater. Flume. I remember seeing Flume. That was a blast. I went with my friend Magali, and it was so much fun. Like, she was like the only person that would really wanted to see Flume. She drove all the way up from like Seaside to go see the show with me. Absolute blast. Too much fun. Seven Lions, Fox Theater. This was when like we started to realize that Seven Lions always comes out in October. He likes hibernating. You know, he's a lion, so he hibernates, and then he comes out later on in the fall. So Seven Lions always here in the fall. Too much fun. Chance the Rapper, seen him again. This was an absolute blast. This was during the time that we saw Kanye. It was Chance and then Kanye after that. This was when Kanye was doing this is when he did Tidal, right? And Tidal was like a big thing. What was it? T-Lop, The Life of Pablo tour? Yeah, this one was so good. Too much fun. Lido, Herbst Theater. He did a super intimate show for us. I remember I was at work in SF, and then I had to like train my way over. I just went straight on a weekday, went to my friend's house, and he drove us straight there. I was rushing so much, but Herbst Theater was incredible. One of the most magical experiences I ever had. Kanye West, what was this? Sap Center? Oh, I went to the show again. I love this tour so much in Oakland. He never talked. He didn't do those speeches. And then as soon as he didn't do any of those political speeches, and then we go to this one, so much fun, and then he does a speech. Oh my God, dude. Like, political speeches. Anywho, Jai Wolf, this was fun. This was my first time ever going to a show by myself. This is absolutely the first time I said, I'm gonna go to a show, I'm I'm not gonna be afraid. I don't even care if my friends want to go anymore. I just want to go for the love of music, and I went for Jai Wolf, and it was amazing. Days after, I went to go see Portion. Oh my God, Shelter tour, incredible. Those that have been there, you get it. It was amazing. Like this whole 2016 phase, like look at this. Like all these 2016 shows, amazing. Went to my first ever baseball game. Never forget that. That was an absolute blast. And then began the year with Marshmello. This one, Marshmello, was like huge at the time. WWE, my brother is like a big WWE fan, so we went to go see shows for that. Chainsmokers, I remember laughing at a lot of this show because I was such a hater. I was like, Chainsmokers are so boppy and it's like whatever, but let's be honest, we know all the songs. I know every single song that Chainsmoker made at that time, sang throughout the entire night. It felt like karaoke. Ed Sheeran, never not go see him. It's like the third ticket that you've seen here. R.L. Grime, I'll chase him to the end of the world. He's too much fun. That was an absolute blast. I went for my birthday weekend. My birthday weekend is October 21st. I went both days. I was like, I'm gonna have a blast, and R.L. Grime both days. That's what I wanted to do. And everyone always asks me every year, what do I want to do on my birthday? I was like, let's just go to a show. Like, that's just what I love. I love being in the music. I love surrounding myself with all the friends that enjoy it, and just having a blast. Next up, Odessa. This one, very near and dear. This was when my uncle passed away. My uncle passed away, and he was in the hospital beginning of this day. I went to the show, and I was in my feels. Rest in peace. Seven Lions, absolute blast. This was so much fun. Like I said, he only comes here during the fall, November, always here. And then this was also when Millennium started coming out. Like, look at this. Can you imagine? Like, Seven Lions into Millennium. Like, bruh, that week was crazy. And I would always go see Millennium because he's always here during Thanksgiving weekend. And after we finished eating with everybody, we head on out. Cascade. This is like the New Year's event. He always has events in New Year's and New Year's Eve. So I remember going to those. Above and Beyond, seeing them. Like I said, I'll always see them. Alesso, this was so much fun. Absolute blasting Alesso at Bogram. Alice in Wonderland, I remember chasing her to go see. For my friends that know, I love Rufus Du Sol. Seeing Rufus Du Sol at this tour was one of the most magical things I've ever seen. Lane 8 is also one of my other artists. So you can see here the tattoo. This is based on Lane 8's music label. Sorry, I just blanked out. Music label. It's called This Never Happened, and the whole basis of it is no phones. Like, when you go to these shows, I want to be in the moment. I don't want to be like on my phone recording every moment. I mean, you have people to do that. You have professionals that record. Why would I need to record like little snippets and stuff like that? And I feel like a lot of people during that time, they just wanted to share to others that they were at a show, just to show that they're at a show. And it's like, dude, no one cares if you're there. You probably don't even remember if you're there. And so this is one of the most magical nights of my life. I got to see Lane 8 play Fingerprint for the first time. That was his first ever song on this label, This Never Happened. And then Rufus played right after. Oh my God, incredible. Brockhampton, I went to this show by myself as well. Both these shows like 2 days apart from each other. I was huge on this. Went by myself. And then Millennium's Awake Tour, I told you, always here around Thanksgiving time. Always here around Thanksgiving time. So much fun. Childish Gambino, I think this was the last time he performed prior to this latest tour that he had an illness. Brass Tracks, always a great time. If you've never heard of Brass Tracks, please search them. They're so good on the trumpets. Tori Kelly, I'll always go see her. Game of Thrones, I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, but I'm also more on live music. So Game of Thrones here was so cool because we got to see them really show the scenes of Game of Thrones, but also play all the scores that they had of the show. You get to hear, I think during this time, this was only like, the Red Wedding was like big. Yeah, it's pretty much, this is when like the Red Wedding was coming out and everyone was like obsessed with that soundtrack. And you got to hear all the theme songs. You got to hear, I think Needle at that time. It was when Arya songs, like those are some of my favorite scores. Incredible moments. Madeon by himself. Madeon is amazing. So much fun. This one was one of the first Bill Graham shows. This is the first Bill Graham show I took my wife. Eileen and I went to Madigan here. We had so much fun, and I'll never forget it. Millennium Tour, this was a lot of fun. This is when we started to see like B2K and everybody. Omarion, that was so much fun. Weekend again, like I said, I'm a big Weekend fan. I'll always be able to watch them, but the prices are just so high, dude. $225 to see the Weekend was crazy. Alicia Keys, big fan. I've always wanted to see Alicia Keys when I was younger, and I finally got to see her this time. It was incredible. Above and Beyond, Frost Amphitheater, this was so much fun. R.O. Grime was a blast. San Holo was so much fun. Elenium again, see? Elenium, always here after Thanksgiving. This guy just likes coming here during that time. It doesn't make sense. Cascade, New Year's Eve, this was so much fun. Seven Lions is here. This is when me and Eileen went to go to Tahoe to see John Summit. This was so much fun. What's really funny is that, oh, this is the end. But what's really funny about this book is I love physical tickets. I don't got a single one at John Summit, and I love John Summit. I don't get it. But I just want to share a couple things just in my memory box. Hard Summer Festival Guidebook. This was really cool. The EDC Festival Guide was cool. This is On the Run. This is when I went to go see Beyonce, Jay-Z. That was a lot of fun. Pop 2014 is when I was like big on trance. I wanted to see Dash Berlin all the time. That was fun. One of my first ever concerts, ATB. Like it even says his full name, Andre Tannenberger. That's crazy. Laid Back Luke. This was a lot of fun. Outside Lands. I remember going to Outside Lands during this time. This was a blast. Beyond Wonderland 2015. Oh, dude. Who was on this? Look at this. Calvin Harris. The last time he ever showed up in SF. Last time. So much fun. There's so many big artists on here that just kind of like blew up. Yeah, absolute blast. I still have my wristbands from Coachella. I have, what is this? Outside Lands wristband. I kept my Coachella thing and my Outside Lands patch. This is when I saw Lido. This was cool. See, this was like what I missed. Like they used to have these things, but they have like little physical tickets that you can bring. 2-day GA tickets for Beyond Wonderland. This was so cool. Hard Summer gave us tickets. Like look at this. Like this is so neat. And look at them. Jack U. Oh my God, so much fun. Dude, even has our name on these things. Oh my God. Yeah. Beyond Wonderland. This was a blast. For all my Swiftie fans, I was a big Swiftie. Reputation tour. I got asked to go last minute because my friend's husband didn't want to come, and I said, dude, count me in. I love Taylor. But yeah, that's pretty much all the tickets, and I kind of wanted to share. And pretty much where I'm trying to go at with all this is like, collecting is so much fun. Yes, it is expensive, but it brings so much memories that you will remember for a lifetime. And nowadays, I feel like people don't hold on to physical things anymore because everything's on your phone. And I'll be honest, after you take pictures on your phone, where do you put it? And a lot of people don't get it printed out anymore. People don't have photo albums and such like that. They always be like, oh, let me get my phone. And like, what if you lose your phone? So I think physical things are super cool. I think everyone should keep things tangible with them to share, because showcasing this stuff is so cool. And ever since 2022 to 2025, there's no physical tickets anymore. Everything's just on your phone. Like Ticketmaster just does everything on their phone. And so I wish we still had physical tickets, but you know, it's all good. And to sum this up, collecting is fun. Keep collecting, keep enjoying what you collect. Don't ever let anyone tell you what you're collecting is not cool, because I think everything has a story to it. So whether that's collecting tickets, like my crazy self does, or right now I love collecting cards, because cards bring so much memory. Like, not only do you remember having these cards when you were a kid, but the people that you traded with and the people that you meet, they all bring some sort of memory to you. And all the cards that I keep in my PC, I remember exactly who it came from. I remember how I transacted for it, and that's what makes it special, and that's what makes this hobby so special. So yeah, collect what you collect, enjoy what you collect, and let me know in the comments what you like to collect. Let me know in the comments what you plan on collecting next. What's next on your journey? Please let me know. Like, I love sharing. I love hearing your stories. And so, like I said, if you're too shy to write about it in the comments, send me a DM. I would love to talk more about it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.